Hello guys and welcome back to Piofiore 1926. As you all know, we're now with Henri, which I've missed very dearly, by the way.
Yeah,
And
I've been missing.
he has been missing in action. I miss Henri. And we'll get a full-blown story on our poor Henri now. I'm scared, but I'm ready. Yes.
Are you ready?
No.
No.
No. Le lever du rideau. Okay. I still felt nervous when talking to him. Be natural. Don't make things uncomfortable. Good morning, Henri. You're early today. I was expecting to see him for at least another hour. He turned to look at me from the table.
おはよう。今日は朝食の用意を手伝おうかと思って。
Oh, that's sweet of you. Oh, and I missed you. And he smiles.
Oh.
Oh, why is that?
いつも君に任せきりでは悪いだろ。
I don't think of it that way at all. You're working and bring home the money. The least I can do is keep the house clean, no? He was working for me and the children. See, she also thinks the same. It was the least I could do to take care of all the chores at home. Huh? Good girl, Lilliana. But preparing breakfast together? Yeah, that sounds nice. I felt sorely tempted by the offer. Thank you, Henri. Well, if you don't mind. Oh, he likes it. He smiled at me gently. That alone was enough to make my morning. Yes! Or my evening right now. Huh? Long ago, Henri lost his family. In his revenge, he deceived the Boulogne mafia and put the entire town in danger. And still I went with this man.
Yup.
Yet he always made sure to warn me, to keep me out of harm's way however possible. He was the one who saved me. I don't know about that. Isn't her saving him more accurate? Though he had been ruled for years by a crazed hatred, there was a deep sadness as well. In the end, when Henri stood alone in the burning casino, waiting for death, I wished instead that he would live. Oh god, I'm not gonna cry. The two of us ran from Boulogne and arrived in a small countryside town in France. I ditched the mafia, boys. Bye-bye.
Yeah, see ya.
Salut. Here we began a new life, living with children who had lost their parents during the war. It's always the orphans. In the shadow of an old, abandoned church, we made our home together. Little recap of what happened.
ねえ、ちょっといい？
Colette.
Laura.
yeah. When they saw that I was finished cleaning after breakfast, the three children scurried over. What is it? They want to play.
あのね。
Emma, who was now 4 years old, wriggled as though there was something on her mind.
ずっと聞いてみたかったことがあるの。
Oh my god, they're gonna ask if Henri and me are having something, or aren't they? The one who finally spoke out was Colette. She was 8 years old, the oldest of the three, and often helped me around the house.
アンリとは兄弟なの？
Oof! Okay, well, I might miss the mark, but that hurts.
We just got bro-zoned
Yeah,
by a little girl.
Yeah. Okay, Colette, we have to find your family fast. Well, I hadn't realized it until she asked me. Until now, I've never talked to the children about our relationship. What relationship exactly, Liliana? No, we are not related by blood.
やっぱりじゃあ夫婦
Okay, so maybe I was right. Sasha is apparently the smartest kid. Just saying. Of the three.
サーシャ、二人とも指輪をしてないのよ。だから、
Ooh.
恋人同士でしょ？当たり？
Well, Colette, I forgive you. No, we aren't married or lovers. Oh, yes, you are lovers. In my eyes, you are.
変なの？じゃあ、なんで一緒に暮らしてるの？
Well, the questions were so innocent, yet I found myself at a loss for how to answer them.
コレット、サシャ、エマ。
Thank God he's jumping in. Yes, Henry, please do something. And he called the children over in a gentle voice. The three of them fluttered over.
私と彼女の関係は君たちによく似ている。
Excuse me?
そうなの？
血のつながりはなくても同じ家で生きている。そうだろ？
That stinks as well, by the way, Henry. That's not cool.
それを変だとは誰も言わないよ。
You still look confused, but gave a half nod of acknowledgement. Henri continued, diverting their attention elsewhere.
今日は天気がいい。外で遊んでおいで。
I just want to see that side cleanse Henry's everything. 3D.
いいの？
Yeah, go outside and play.
約束は覚えているね。
お家から離れない。家から見えないところには行かない。
The children hurried to grab their favorite toys, and in the next moment they were gone. He's like, let's get rid of the kids, so we're alone.
Mhm. Yeah, up with them.
Thank you, Henri. I wasn't quite sure how to answer them. Our relationship is a bit strange. Or at least too difficult to explain to the children right now.
そうだな。
I admit I was surprised to hear Colette say lovers. They're much more mature than I thought. Perhaps that's the way it appears from the outside. The townspeople have mistaken us for a married couple before. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just thinking aloud again. He didn't look offended as he responded.
同じ場所で寝起きし、毎日を共にしている。私たちの関係をそれ以上の型にはめる必要はないと思う。
Yeah? Yes, of course. Someone managed to nod in agreement. Oh my god. It hurts me already in the first chapter. I'll go and check on the children. I turned away and went outside. Yeah, she's like, okay, I'm out of here. This is uncomfortable.
Good.
We live under the same roof. That's all. Oh,
What?
she didn't like that.
Are you saying you're roommates? Is that
Yeah.
basically it? Oh.
Yeah, there's nothing more to it than that. We did spend our days together, as he said. I was grateful enough for that. But my head is swimming. What was it that I wanted him to say instead? Lovers! Why are you even asking yourself, woman?
一緒に遊ぼう。
Yeah, super. Yes, coming. Seeing the bright faces waiting for me brought my thoughts back to the present. After putting the children to sleep for the night, I went out to the living room. I wonder if Henri is going to be working late again tonight. As I passed by his door, which was open just a crack, I saw that his room was brightly lit. There was no doubt that he was still awake. Right. I thought for a moment and decided to prepare a drink for him and bring it to his room. My favorite hobby.
What, being a maid?
No, was making drinks to
Oh.
get entry into the
Oh, okay.
doors. Henri. I knocked on his intently and opened the door. Henri was inside sitting at his desk. Oh my god. The glasses are cute. Oh my god, it's so bad for your eyes with that candlelight. He's such a good boy working.
But wasn't the candles powered by electricity?
I was thinking about it the whole time I looked at before. But he looks great.
Yeah, it's a good picture.
Yeah. He looked up from his work and turned around to face me. The sight of his gentle expression, much kinder than usual, left me breathless. Yes,
どうした
the lamp is aglow that created soft shadows on his face, around his eyes that were like wisteria. With the light shining through his flaxen hair, his delicate appearance seemed almost fragile. What surprised me most were the glasses that rested on his face, which I'd never seen before.
ん
It's a bit cold tonight, so I brought you a coffee creme. Oh, you get a special coffee now! A French one!
そうか
Hmm.
ありがとう
Henno's line of work was in translation. His desk was covered with books in different languages: Italian, French, Latin, and English. See? Henri would have had no problem translating that tablet. Gilbert, I'm talking about you.
The slacker.
Derp. I've visited his room a few times, but I felt more nervous tonight than I did on that first night when I brought him a glass of wine. Oh, wow. I can't seem to steady my nerves today. Unable to look at him directly, I set down the drink on the corner of his desk. Afterwards, I decided to stay and talk to him. Ah, you better, woman. You better stay and talk with him. You
Better talk to
better.
the guy.
Maybe just a little longer. I felt a lingering desire to stay with him. Yeah, I feel this desire too. I understand. Henri, I didn't know you were classes while working.
ああ見せるのは初めてだったか似合わない
No, they suit you perfectly. In fact, I think they look charming. She's complimenting him.
見とれてしまった
This is so unfair. How could Henri remain the same as always, while I was reduced to an embarrassed mess? Noticing this, he picked up the conversation.
私は少し目が悪い
Really?
けれど日常生活に支障はない程度だしメガネがなければ仕事ができないというほどでもないだから君の気に障るようなら外してもいい
No? I like the glasses, please.
I think it's completely fine.
They are pretty. He looks pretty that way. Oh no, it's not that. I was just thinking. Well, how lovely it is to see another side of you. Oh, Lilliana! 10 points. He blinked a few times.
君がそういうことを言うのは珍しいな
But it's true. I think you look wonderful with glasses or without. Lilliana's giving it her all. Bless her soul. When we first met, I thought to myself that you were very handsome.
She's going for it.
How can you hate this MC? MC is doing everything in her power. But back then, I suppose I was more concerned by the things we spoke about.
例えばもしこの町にマフィアがいなければ
I remember these times when I begged you to love me. And everything I said was like cringy to you. Oh no. He hated everything I said.
Yeah.
君はもっと自由に生きられたと思わないか？
At the time, I could imagine the true intentions that lay behind these words. It soon became apparent that he was quite serious in both his words and his actions. I've tried to avoid saying things like that since we started living here together.
どうして？
I thought perhaps you wouldn't like your appearance being commented upon. Okay, that's very considerate of her. Henri spoke without breaking his smile.
気にはしないよ。慣れているから。
That is, sad. Again.
Yeah.
Oh. I felt another hard line being drawn between us. Yeah, I also felt that, Lilliana. I'm sorry to bother you during work. Not knowing what else to say, I awkwardly moved towards the door.
おやすみ。良い夢を。
Good night, Henri.
Eagle.
Yeah, the eagle sounds. Well, character, you gave it your all, and it failed. Let's face
Yeah.
it. I
You're
walked
still,
yeah.
you're just disowned.
Oh
Still.
man. I walked to the living room, deep in thought. We journeyed so far from Berlin together, but we still don't know each other very well. For half a year we shared a home in France. Half a year already. Still, half a year wasn't a very long time. I don't even know his favorite color or book. Ask him. More importantly, I don't know what he thinks or feels inside his heart. All I knew for certain was that I knew very little about Henri. All I knew for certain is that Emilio and the Phantom is gonna show up any second.
Oh boy.
I don't want to see any of them. His life had long been at the mercy of fate. He only survived his pain and suffering by holding on to his desire for revenge. I wish I could learn more about him. I do too, Liliana. But Henri wouldn't want that. He always maintained a distance between us. Sometimes he shows me a gentleness that takes me by surprise. And he seems less on edge than when we first arrived here. Just remembering his smile from earlier made my heartbeat quicken. At the beginning I was so absorbed in our new life that I had no time to feel nervous, but now that we had settled into a routine, it left me much more time to be self-conscious. That must be the reason. I can't click anything. I placed my hand over my pounding heart, dookie dookie, and returned to my bedroom. Oh, it's just playing by itself. Okay, well, then, Oh, the
well,
Ellie! Are we alone?
なんでこんなことに。
Phantom? Or random?
Random for now.
Oh no, he's
Yeah.
dead, then it's random.
ああ、俺は大して善人じゃなかった。
Could be Phantom.
けど、神様、こんなひどい目に遭うほどのことを、俺がしたか？
I'm not sure.
違う。俺はただ平凡で普通のありきたりな人間だった
I think it's a
Ah.
random.
はずだ。
Yeah, it's not
Getting
Phantom.
killed, or?
なの
Or
に
killing.
なんでこんな。
Huh?
That's great. In the first chapter, I'm already allowed to see someone die.
Yeah, that's lovely.
Out of his perspective.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I guess the Phantom is on a killing spree, but it could be others too. I mean, we had
But-
Yuan and Jack going on a killing spree too. Or Jack,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah, but it's because Jackie was desperate for money.
I don't know what he was doing. I placed my hand over my pounding heart and returned to my bedroom. Okay. Our quiet life in France continued. Today's lunch was quiche. Oh god, I hate that. Made with spring vegetables and carrot puree. I
You
don't
can
like
have quiche.
No, I hate
You
quiche.
That's the only thing I can have.
No. It's not my taste. So try. I spread butter over the thinly sliced baguette that I had toasted to a golden brown in the oven. Yeah, I want the baguette. They're like, let's find the most known French thing. They have baguette. After lunch, Henri always helped me clean up. Oh, that's kind of him. The children followed his lead, becoming more keen on helping out as the months went on.
Ne!
Colette called out to me just as I had finished wiping down the table. What is it?
この綺麗な布もらっていい？
Sure, but what will you use it for?
それは秘密。
Uh-oh. The kids are trouble. Colette giggled and hopped off to the other children before I could pursue it further.
The
Oh.
kids are trouble.
I wonder if she wants to practice her sewing. Okay. I'd been teaching her to sew since our first day together, and she had gotten very good. More points for Lilliana.
こちらは終わったが、他に何か手伝えることは？
Stand there for a while. Thank you. I should be fine. I'm just about done here too. Will you be going out today?
いや、家にいるよ。ただ、明日は出かける。訳し終えた原稿があるから、それを私に。何か必要なものがあれば言ってくれ。帰りに買ってくる。
Thank you. That is very kind. I don't think there's anything particular that we need.
そうか。
Henri smiled.
部屋に戻るよ。何かあれば呼んでくれ。
I will.
遠慮せずに。
Aww. He's trying, character. Of course. At times like these, I was no match for him. I tried as much as possible not to bother him while he was working, or even if he was only resting after a long night's work. It was as though Henri could read my mind when he said things like this.
あ、待って、アンリも一緒に遊ぼう。
Sasha?
アンリお仕事終わったんでしょ？今言ってたもんね。
No, Sasha. Henri has to rest now because he worked all night. Why don't I play with you instead?
それは当たり前。
Now, excuse me, am I not good enough for you? Can sleep outside if you want. Sasha was just 5 years old, but he was quite determined to maximize his number of playmates.
最初から数に入ってるよ。
Oh, you want him to join?
だってアンリ、お仕事ばっかりなんだもん。たまには遊んでほしい。ねえ、アンリが一緒の方が嬉しいでしょ？
Oh, wow. Why are you dragging me into this, Colette?
Why is Henry looking like that at the little kid? Like, where's the
Well-
kid here?
Of course, but I accidentally let my true feelings slip. Colette and Emma seized the opportunity and called out to Henri.
ねえ、アンリ、ほら、いいでしょ？勝手に触らないって約束するから。
Now, bam! You said that to the kid? Well, the kids are also not allowed to touch him.
The tiny human is speaking.
Oh, I like this one. He's like, oh no, what have I done to myself? I had explained to the children that he didn't like to be touched. It was difficult to avoid completely since we all lived together.
お願い、ほら、言って。
Oh. Persuaded by Colette, I looked up to Henri and asked him, feeling a bit like a child myself. I'm so sorry, Henri, if you can spare the time. Won't you stay a while longer? We could be very happy to have you. It's like, why have I done this to myself? I know this face. He gave a small sigh and nodded slightly.
わかった。
Erupt. shouting in a joyful cheer. They jumped up and down as if they couldn't believe their luck.
どんな遊びがいい？私にもできるかな？
Oh, it's happy smiling, Henri. I like that one too.
じゃあ2人はそこに座ってて。
Oh god. Oh god, what are we doing?
僕たちが今絵本を読んであげる。
Okay, lucky. Henri and I sat down in our seats as instructed, exchanging glances with one another. I caught a hint of smile on his face. Henri. I leaned over and whispered to him so that only he could hear. I'm sorry. I know it was selfish of me to ask.
気にしなくていい。嫌なら断っている。
The kindness in his voice eased my guilt. The afternoon we all spent together was warm and full of fun. After I put the children to sleep, I went to the living room and saw Henri stood awake.
子供たちはもう眠った？
Yeah, they're sound asleep. It was easier to put them to bed after the day we had. They were so excited to play with you this afternoon that they spent all their energy.
今日は少し反省したよ。今まであの子たちのことを君だけに任せすぎた。
Anyone else thinks the kids are just a buffer so they don't have to hang out with each other. I'm sorry to be rude, but it helps creating a distance, you know.
子供の相手はあまり得意ではないけれど、これからはもう少し努力する。
Then why did you guys take in children? You don't need to push yourself. They're just happy to have you nearby. I know it because I feel the same way. Oh, Henri, will you be awake a while longer? Would you mind sparing more time for me? I put it to him as politely as I could, and his response came forward in a teasing way. Okay.
あんなにたくさん一緒に遊んだのに、まだ足りない？
No. That's... I was startled by his demeanor. It wasn't enough. Okay, good. It's correct. I knew at this point that my personal feelings had already been exposed. I enjoyed the time we spent together with the children, but I would like to talk together. Just the two of us. Oh man, did I upset you again? Oh no, please. He looked at me and sighed. Oh god, I upset him again, didn't I? What is it?
君は私に対して無防備すぎると思う。誤解されるとは思わないのか？
A misunderstanding? After a quiet moment, he sighed again.
わかった。少しでよければ付き合うよ。
Really?
ああ。私は君のわがままに弱いから。どんな風に遊んでほしい？夜更かしをして私と二人で。
That was definitely flirting. Very summer, but it was there. Then, my heart raced as I voiced my request. There is a book I was hoping you could read to me. Really, character? I thought you want to know him better.
Wait, what are you, 5?
It's in French, and there are a few parts that I'm having trouble with.
そんなことでいいのなら。
Apparently I am. Really? Thank you. I love listening to how you speak French. Your pronunciation is so soft and pretty. Though I meant every word of it, I still found my cheeks burning slightly.
本を持ってくるといい。私は先に部屋で待っているから。
Okay, thank you, Henri. I'll be there in just a moment. I can't click anything. I was so happy to have a French lesson from him. Oh, there's two! Fear. Oh?
Okay. As I watch her go, I close my eyes, feeling conflicted and troubled yet again. I was aware how my action fed this conflict.
甘えることを知らない彼女を甘やかす。欲しいものを欲しいと言えるように。そうなるように仕向けているのは私だ。距離を詰められては困るのに。
It was a strange thing.
私のせいでさえ彼女のわがままによるもので私が望んだ結末ではない。だというのに穏やかな日々に浸る間に私の心は揺らぎ始めている。彼女の言葉に笑顔に声に時折胸が苦しくなる。どうしようもなく触れたいと思うことがある。
I succumbed only when the feeling became unbearable.
彼女のことはいずれあの町に返さなければならないと理解しているのに、私は今を失うことを恐れている。
I'm not gonna cry. Oh yeah, there's a second one. Meeting one. Oh, is it our boys?
Maybe?
Church? The church? Nicola.
これが死刑の検視報告書。手に入れるのに随分骨が折れたよ。詳しいことは見てもらった方が早いかな。
ひどい。こんな殺し方普通じゃない。
Noah.
確かなのはこれをやらかしたやつが相当イカれてるってことだ。マフィアだってここまではしねえ。
死体をこうまで念入りに壊すとは。物好きな暇人もいたものだ。
被害者は全員一般人。僕たちブルローネマフィアと直接的な関わりを持っている者はいない。何か後ろ暗い商売をしていた様子もないけど、念のためもう少し詳しく調べてみるよ。
目的を持った殺しか無差別化すらも現状では不明だが、同じような死体がすでに10体近く出ている。この町で何かが起きているのは確かだ。
So the Phantom is on the loose. That's fantastic. Anyways,
Yeah. That's just lovely.
I was so happy to have a French lesson from him. Even happier to be invited into his room. I hurried to my room quickly and quietly, my heart pounding my ears with each step. We are not even get that scene. Said. I woke to bright sunlight filtering through the curtains. The time displayed on the clock was much later than usual. I remember spending most of the night in Henri's, not going to bed until after dawn. I hadn't wanted the night to end. Hopefully he would forgive me for imposing on him all night. Thinking back, I felt a bit ashamed. For breakfast I prepared café au lait and toasted baguette with butter and jam. That's good. We also had some white fish rillettes and grated carrot salad with fresh oranges. I was washing the dishes when Sasha came over with a twinkle in his eye.
今日はアンリが街に行く日だよね。
Yes, he is.
いいなあ。私もお出かけしたい。
But Henri's going for work.
そうよ、エマ。それに、今日はやることがあるじゃない。
Uh-oh. I feel like Colette is like the female Nicola. She's always up to something.
Ah, shit.
そっか。
As I wondered what the children were talking about, Henri came into the room. Sasha perked up and rushed towards him.
そろそろ出かける？
I already told you that, Brad.
じゃあ、今日は帰ってきたら特別なことがあるから。
特別？それは楽しみだ。
うん、期待しててね。
Oh god. Henri said he wasn't good with children, but they all loved him. Of course they loved him. Perhaps they could feel the kindness in his voice and in the way he treated them.
コレット、サシャ、エマ。
Henri knelt down and spoke to them at eye level.
私が帰るまで戸締まりをきちんとして、それあまり彼女を困らせないように。
Henri stood and gathered his belongings before turning to me.
行ってくる。午後には戻るつもりだ。
He'll be waiting for you. Good luck with work. Everyone saw Henri to the door and watched him depart. Henri and I were fugitives in a sense. There might still be people after us to this day, especially Emilio. He was often protective, cautioning us against going out while he was gone. I hope that nothing bad happens today. Oh god, you're asking for it! Indo. Robbie? Marco?
モブ。
Both.
マルコ、少しいいですか？
おお、ロッピー。どうした？例の殺しの件か？
いえ、別件です。最近この町で失踪届が増えているのは把握していますか？
ああ、若い女の子がいなくなるって？
はい、以前ほどではないんですが、ここのところまた増えているんです。アルカやファルチェでも。
Last year, the Lao Shu was responsible for the string of kidnappings among young women.
だが、ブルローネマフィアたちは内々に協定を結んだって話だ。
They just let it slip? Guys? Question mark?
今のラオ州がこんなことやらかすのはちょっと考えにくいか。
届け出た家族に聞き取りをしましたが、行方不明者には共通点があるようです。
They're all blonde.
共通点？
いわゆる美人が多いようですね。
That's a problem.
映画女優になりたいと漏らしていた女性もいたとか。
なるほどな。じゃあただの家出って線もありえなくはないのか。
ええ、特に事件性はなさそうですが、後で報告書を回します。
ああ、目を通しとく。にしても映画女優ときたか。まあ若い子が憧れるのもうなずけるよな。お前見たか？ほら、タイトル忘れたけど綺麗だったよな。メアリー・フィリピン。
ふん。オペラ座の怪人ですか。
Oh man.
俺は
He said it
あ
from
んな
the
女優
beginning.
興味はありません。マルコも仕事に戻ってください。
Totally not hinting to the phantom here.
No, not at all.
たく、釣れねえな、ロッビー。
He's right about that one. I had no choice to but resume my work, but I was surprisingly unmotivated.
I know how that feels.
I was thinking. Well, it wasn't too much of a surprise.
Yeah, that's also true.
The only work I was assigned now was pushing papers, cleaning, and other tedious business.
I hope that nothing bad happens today. God, she's jinxing it. Woman, please. And that Henri returns home safely. I closed my eyes and prayed for his safe journey. I returned to the housework after Henri left. What is it, Sasha?
僕アンリの部屋に入ったんだけど。
What? Huh? I had often reminded children not to enter Henri's room. To my astonishment, Sasha handed me an envelope.
机の上にこれがあったの。もしかして忘れ物？
A guilty hurriedly opened the envelope, discovering at once that it was his translated manuscript. Oh no!
届けてあげたら
They always setting him up!
They did.
大丈夫みんなで留守番してるアンリとの約束通りちゃんと戸締まりして外に出ないよ
I glanced over at the clock. Are you really leaving the 8-year-old, the 5-year-old, and the 4-year-old alone at home?
Apparently they are.
I had no idea who exactly he would be visiting today, but if I hurry, I might be able to catch him before he reaches town. Then, can I trust you all to stay safe? I shouldn't be long. There's some kasikuts in the kitchen. You can have them for lunch, if not back in time.
カスクルートやったー
And then I'll be going now. Goodbye, children! Ditch.
はーいいってらっしゃい
I'm ditching the children!
But did the children live at that place?
Yeah?
I thought they lived at some kind of church or something.
No!
Okay.
They all live together as 5. With that, I hurried outside with the envelope. The children's voices disappeared as they diligently shut the door behind me. Character! I ran as fast as I could, but I couldn't find him anywhere on the road. I arrived at a small town near our house. It had been so long since I was last here, I'd almost forgotten how busy it was. Will I be able to find Henri in this crowd? I looked around, but everyone seemed to block my view as they went about their business. I should have asked where he was going. Ah, lucky. My heart leapt at a familiar voice. What a relief. He looked surprised as I approached him with the envelope in my hand. You left your work on your desk. Henri took the envelope and seemed to hesitate for a moment.
これは来週の分だ。
Wow. Sasha. God damn it, Sasha! Oh. My face grew hot as I slowly processed the words he spoke. I'm so sorry. It was my mistake. You didn't need this today after all.
いや、心配して追いかけてきてくれたんだろ。ありがとう。
Instead of scolding me for coming to town, he tried to comfort me.
子供たちは家に？
Yeah, I'm retarded. Yes, they're inside with the doors locked. They should be eating lunch right now. He looked away and spoke somewhat briskly.
もし君が嫌でなければ、軽く食事でもしていこうか。仕事は終わったから。
They're both ditching the kids now. Already? But Henri couldn't have been in town for very long. Maybe it was just a simple drop-off without any additional meetings to discuss future work. Although still a little puzzled, I responded, I would love to go out for lunch.
それはよかった。何か希望は？
You! Couldn't hold that back. Well, I've seen a cafe here that I've always wanted to visit.
それは赤い屋根の？
Yes, but how on earth did you know? It was incredible that he was able to guess it.
君のことをいつもよく見ているからかな。
Oh. Oh, well. I searched for the right words before finally holding out my hand somewhat shyly. Could we hold hands? Lilliana is going for it! Lilliana is going for it! Okay.
She is.
After a momentary hesitation, Henri accepted the hand I offered. Wow. His touch was as gentle as always. Thank you, Henri. Henri said nothing but smiled kindly. We don't come to town often, but when the crowd was particularly big, he would sometimes take my hand. Henri probably doesn't know how happy I am when I'm able to hold his hand like this. But are you sure it's okay?
何が
I hadn't meant to ask the question aloud. I scrambled to collect my thoughts before answering him. I feel a little guilty now that I'm thinking of it.
家に残してきた子供たちが気になる
Holding your hand. That too. They do their best to refrain from holding you, even though I know it's hard for them. Touching you, I guess, should that be. And here I am, unable to resist asking. I can't help but want to hold his hand. I was behaving more childishly than the children.
君が気に病むことはない子供たちにも君にも我慢させているのは私だ
Ah, he squeezed my hand tightly. Only looked at me with a pained expression, as though he felt suffering too great to share. Is something the matter?
いやどうもしないよ大丈夫だ
Really? Well, he smiled and continued walking, holding my hand tightly in his.
君がとても綺麗だから見とれてしまった
Ah. My cheeks grew hot once more. Is he choking because of what I said last night? Where else would he say it? No, he's not choking, character! But it was my imagination or a sincere hope, he actually sounded serious to me. I thought back to the morning when he and I walked along the seaside together.
朝日に目がくらんだいや君の美しさに見とれていたというべきかな
I walked beside him as he led the way, then looked up at him. Perhaps noticing he turned to look at me with a tender expression. Suddenly I could no longer think straight. That afternoon, we had some coffee and nice chat at the red-roofed cafe I had longed to visit. We spoke about his translation work, our daily lives, and about the children growing up. As ordinary as our conversation was, it was a special moment that I would always treasure. After a short walk out of town, we came upon the old church. I walked beside him, holding a box full of pastries. Everyone must be tired of waiting. They better not be that, I swear to God.
素直に謝るよ君を引き止めたのは私だからカヌレで許してくれるといいが
What's the sound? Is there some stream or windy or what should that be?
It's the wind.
I think they will be very happy. Theory? I slowed to stop, wanting to tell him before we arrived home. I had a lot of fun today, thank you. I'd be happy if we could go out again, if possible, with the children as well. No, not the children.
No.
We let go of each other's hands. Wanting to ignore my own feelings, I hurried the rest of the way to the house. I'll prepare some coffee right away. Let's enjoy this with everyone before dinner. Oh my god, I feel like something bad is happening! I smiled at Henri as I grasped the door handle. Oh god, they're
Lilliana.
dead! They're dead! Huh? He called out in a sharp voice and I realized that it was meant to stop me, but I had already opened the door.
Oh boy.
A rusty smell filled the air. Oh my god, really?
Yeah, rusty smell is usually blood.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Yeah. Don't know. That's bad.
I had fallen into a waking nightmare. The box of pastry left my hand, making a faint sound on the floor that didn't matter. It was all red. Everything. Holy shit, Phantom! Oh my god! Oh my god! I wandered inside this strange place. No, don't go inside! This looks like our house, but holy shit!
What the
What
Why?
the fuck?
There was no reason for all of that.
The phantom song in the back. The walls were red, freshly painted. Objects scattered across the floor were soaked in red. It dripped down from the kitchen table.
Freshly
Colette,
painted.
Sasha, Emma? I don't think they're doing too well character, let's face it here. That's so scary, how the fuck? The names of the children spilled from my mouth. My heart was seized with dread. Henri, do something. The smell of blood filled my lungs. The house I had left this morning was nowhere to be found. My body reacted before my mind realized it. I lost all strength and crumbled to the floor. My stomach churned. I covered my mouth. I wasn't able to hold it back anymore. I could see more clearly now. What I saw scattered across the floor must be... Oh god, I don't want to know, please! Oh my god! What the fuck is happening? I'm not gonna read that, but everyone can read it themselves. So you can read that one.
Human remains.
Jesus Christ! Henri. I was trying so hard to endure my nausea. I couldn't expend any effort to speak.
すぐにここを離れなければならない。その前に家の中を調べる。君は
He abruptly cut himself off. I will go too. What's the question? I'm gonna die if I'm not going! Holy shit! Okay, I didn't mean that we need to get rid of the kids, okay? That's... Not that...
not like that.
That's fucking crazy. I'll go too. I managed to choke out a quiet response. The children must be afraid without us.
Have you
Oh.
looked around you? I think that is the children.
Wow, Søren! Oh my god. Well, the time has been like over for a long time now. So we have to stop here, but holy shit!
Yeah.
They couldn't come up with a better plot to bring us back to Boulogne? Like, let's slaughter the children and spread their remains all over this house?
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
That is dark.
That is very dark. Okay, well... That's disturbing.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you guys still for watching, and see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Yeah.
Bye.